I know you got something going on. Gotta make up a story, 'cause I know the Sunday coming down. Boy, you're not realizing that the world is in your hand. You claim it as your duty, so you should make them understand, oh, 'cause you will hear as an example, and you got to set things right. An international role model, here to set the future bright. Wow, tell me, preacher man, do you believe in what you say? How come you're not entertaining a lot of needy folks today? Tell me, preacher man, do you love people from your heart? I'm not saying that you don't, but now's the time you make a start. Oh, you can't just tell the people one thing, and then you turn around and contradict the same thing, and turn us into clowns. False preacher. Man, I know you got something going on. Why you gotta make a story when you know the Sunday coming down? You owe it to the people, so you should make them understand. There ain't no more milk and honey on the Golden River Bay. Using the Bible as your weapon, got the people in your hand, sitting waiting for a miracle, while your miracle happens every day. Hey, preacher man, whatever you got going on, gotta stop it right now before we bring the Father down. I know you wouldn't like it, no, 'cause there is so much to be revealed. Don't let the Father come down, no one catch you in the steal, 'cause you will hear as an example, so you got to set things right. An international role model, here to set the future bright. Using the Bible as your weapon, you got the people in your hand. Tell them there ain't no more milk and honey, or no Golden River Bay. No, 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 preacher man, false preacher, false preacher, I'm talking to you, false preacher, oh no, speak the truth, speak the truth, for once, speak up, oh, a little louder, I can't hear you no louder, I need to hear you, preacher. False preacher, false preacher. Hey, preacher man, I know you got something going on. Gotta make up a story, 'cause I know the Sunday coming down. Boy, you're not realizing that the world is in your hand. You claim it as your duty, so you should make them understand, oh, 'cause you will hear as an example, and you got to set things right. An international role model, here to set the future bright. Wow, tell me, preacher man, do you believe in what you say? How come you're not entertaining a lot of needy folks today? Tell me, preacher man, do you love people from your heart? I'm not saying that you don't, but now's the time you make a start. Oh, you can't just tell the people one thing, and then you turn around and call contradict the same thing and turn us into clowns. False preacher. False preacher. Hey, preacher man, I know you got something going on. Why you gotta make a story when another Sunday coming down? You owe it to the people, so you should make them understand. There ain't no more milk and honey on the Golden River Bay. Using the Bible as your weapon, got the people in your hand, sitting waiting for a miracle, while your miracle happens every day. Hey, preacher man, whatever you got going on, gotta stop it right now before we bring the Father down. I know you wouldn't like it, no, 'cause there is so much to be revealed, boy. Don't let the Father come down, no one catch you in the steal, 'cause you will hear as an example. So you got to set things right, an international role model, here to set the future bright, using the Bible as your weapon. You got the people in your hand, tell them there ain't no more milk and honey or no Golden River Bay. No, 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 preacher man, false preacher, false preacher, I'm talking to you, false preacher, oh no, speak the truth, speak the truth, for once, speak up, oh, and louder, oh, I can hear you, no, louder, I need to hear you, preacher.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can
compare. Good morning, and welcome down to Livewire. It is the 7th day of May, people. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody had a safe weekend, and we're ready and rearing to go. It's the first working day of the week. As you know, we had a holiday yesterday. On Sunday was Indian arrival day, and the rollover here in Guyana. But we're here nevertheless. So let's get into it. Morning to all the persons joining us on the live. Rahima Morali, Ramnarain Singh, Anthony Wong, Veena Ramkaran, Alan Khan, Derek Drupal, Jonah Bijan, Neil Ramlokan, Eddie Ramnath, Nadia, Eunice Raghubir, Omar Sharif, Elizabeth Ramcharan, in the Paul Narain, Naren Singh, Leroy Mangal, Mohammed Isaf, Chris, Lola Hari, Sherman Siram, Nirmala Allen, Faisal Ghani, Philip Diabru, Pam Singh, morning to you and Trevor, Maureen Razio, Anita Ramdial, good morning to you, Henry Jagdio, Lance Henry, Lola Harry, Deshaun Abrams, good morning to my brother. Good morning to my brother Deshaun, Zoe, and Miss Rita. Good morning to all of you. And today we're going to be talking about the false prophet a little. Guys, I don't know if you all see, I get a whole life. What? I'm being recognized. What is this? I got a whole life. The false prophet came for me, but I come in for you again, so we can tit for tat. It's no problem. I like the engagement, Nigel. Anyway, so morning to Deshaun, Zoe, and Miss Rita, and her husband as well. I don't know if he's back in the country. Philip Diablo, morning to you. Michael Lashpie, good morning to you. You struggle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry people, sorry. Tara Subrian, good morning to you. Betty, Tulsiram Chetty, Paula Spencer, Datanandalal, Veer Badar, Paul Joseph, good morning to you. Gil Eon, Dale Henry, Christopher Prasad Patti, Counselor Stephanie Nelson Moore, your friend get views up. The apostle come for me. Sister Rampasad, morning to you. Nazir Khan, good morning to you. And Hill Richard Stanislaus. Carla Daniels joining us from Rockabye, region number 5. Jane joining us from St. Martin. Tracy Martindale, I hope you got on your shirt. I hope you got on your shirt because I ain't even got a picture with you in it. Let me have a photo with you in it before the program ends, please. Thank you. Morning to Tracy Martindale and John Mitchell up there in Bartica region number 7. Delroy Jacobs, Beverly Jacobs, Prime Minister's representative, Mr. Ward, and the rest of those hardworking people there in region 7. Morning to all you. Margaret Charles, morning to you. C.S. Narain Samaru, good morning to you. Bibi Kali Charan, good morning to you. Michael Pereira, Raji Miraj, good morning to you. Ophibi Nelson, okay, morning. Suma Bipat. Azam Safdar in the house, big up yourself. Mohammed Ishmael, good morning to you. Pushram Kishore, Alfonso de Armas, Councillor Alfonso de Armas, good morning to you. Hormon Bacchus, Sean Duggan, good morning to you, brother. Dostani Barrow, morning to you. Asif Hamad, Troy Harinandan, joining us from Region 9. Arjun, morning. Ru Garib, morning. Good morning to Force Training Officer for the Guyana Police Force. Special good morning to you. Pandit Sunil Sharma, morning. Anyway, let me get into it. We got a lot of stuff to deal with and we got to touch on a little bit of everything. First of all, before I get into my personal woes with the false prophet and Norman Brown, because I see they're all over the place. The People's Progressive Party Civic had their Congress over the weekend, and I'd like to take a moment to say congratulations to all the persons who would have been elected to the Central Committee to serve. And I was happy to see that there was such a large turnout at the Congress where there was a plan to chart a course forward for the People's Progressive Party Civic and in turn the country on a whole. So the Vice President and other persons spoke at length at the Congress on how they plan on molding persons coming into the party, the future of the party, and what it has in store for Guyana and making Guyana a great place, right? So congratulations to all the persons who were elected to the Central Committee, and congratulations to the non-voting members of the Central Committee. A few of them, few delegates made it. I think 5 or 4 persons made it to the Central Committee, non-voting members. But again, as the Vice President says, this gives those persons an opportunity to, look at how pattern after proper leadership, I should say. You understand? So they would have a feel of how things are done and proper ways to make plans and execute and that kind of thing. And it's a trickle-down effect, Right? Morning to Raj. Morning to Sir Vishnu. Aliyah Muhammad, morning to you. Krista Kurprasad, morning. We saw the president had some dancing skills. And stuff. And, the opposition in the normal form, trying to crack jokes. But at the end of the day, you understand? Once the president ain't got hydroceles, we okay. Hail, morning to you. And everybody, I can't wait to get to the bishop. So there was a successful PPP Congress, right? I want to take you all back to Congress. Well, the last Congress of the second to last Congress of the opposition, right? And we might be heading down this road again.
Not participate in a flawed process. While we had a lot of supporters, you would see when it came out, and nearly half of the people left. I believe that we need a process with integrity, and at the end of it, you must feel strong and feel good that you participate in a proper process. The process was not proper. We spent the entire week trying to get a proper list sorted out, and the issues
When I hear list and Aubrey, trouble.
dealt with, and we just did it.
So how many persons were delegated from Linden to vote?
100 and something.
How many had actual?
My y'all know this here. This did not happen at the PPP's Congress. There was no flawed process there. You understand? I just wanted to play it for some context to show you the difference between the two. Right? One got shooting up, one got dancing and everybody happy and, you know, moving the country forward together. Right? And one of the things that jumped out at me was a post I saw by Sherrod Duncan. And I know Sherrod is an idiot. And I'm coming to the false prophet. So for the persons who are here, probably from the other side to see if, you know, or probably think I dodgy, I'm going to dedicate a whole program to him like he did for me. I can deal with he, you know, down on the back end. But yeah, I saw this post from Sherrod Duncan. And it just goes to show you that, hey, these people literally have no idea, or they pretend to have no idea about how things work. So Sherrod over the weekend was up in his feelings over the list of elected persons for the People's Progressive Party Central Committee, right? So he's noting here, PPP Congress elections. PPP delegates seem to have forgotten Mark Phillips. What? What is Sherrod Duncan talking about? Prime Minister Mark Phillips is a part of the civic component of the PPPC. You understand? So nobody forgot Mark Phillips. It's just a sad situation where people like Sherrod Duncan don't understand how these things work, right? Now, the People's Progressive Party and the civic component have maintained a stable and peaceful coalition for decades, indicating a consistent alignment of values and goals. This contrasts with the multiple iterations and internal strife seen in the People's National Congress and its associated coalitions. So when you look at the two, now you remember PNC had R and all kind of letters on the end of it, right? So the civic component, which the Prime Minister is a part of, and several ministers of government, right, works hand in hand with the PPP. So if Sherrod Duncan doesn't understand the Congress process and how it works with the PPP, he should ask somebody, right? And I don't think the civic members go up for a central committee and those kinds of things. So he probably need to find, he doesn't know. Now, the PNC has experienced various rebranding and internal divisions over the years, suggesting a lack of consensus and cohesion among its members. Now, this fragmentation has led to multiple splinter groups and alliances. Especially now, you see, you have Aubrey, you have Risedale, you got Amanza got a faction, everybody doing the one thing. You understand? Now, these groups and alliances, often with distinct political agendas, they're challenging the main unified front of the PNC. Now, while the PPPC has remained steady, the PPP and the civic component, the PNC and its associated coalitions, such as the PNC UF, PNC United Force, PNC 1G, PNC 1 Guyana, and come to think of it, they're the one Guyana in first. Anyway, PNCR, the PNC reform, then you got PNC APNU, now you got PNC APNU AFC, And recently the AFC and the APNU, they broke apart. You understand? Now, this ongoing coalition building reflects a struggle. You understand? A struggle to find a lasting and stable political identity over there. Now, the ever-changing nature of the PNC and its associate coalition points to a dynamic but unstable political landscape. The PPP civic partnership, on the other hand, represents a more consistent and predictable approach to governance, which can foster greater public confidence. The internal conflicts within the PNC and its alliances may stem from ideological differences and power struggle amongst leaders. Again, Risedale, Bray, Amanzo, everybody fighting. You understand? And this has resulted in the continuous reconfiguration and contributing to a sense of instability and unpredictability. The coalition of the PPP and its civic component, by contrast, seem to have found a common ground. You understand? That reduces the risk of internal discord. And probably the PNC should take a note out of the PPP's book. You understand how he's deal with people. So, like I tell you, Sherrod was fiending for the wrong page. Sherrod was fiending for the Sherrod was fiending for the Congress, right? So look at this here. So apparently the Congress rigged. Sherrod asking people about SOPs. Y'all see this nonsense? Sherrod of all people asking people about SOPs. Up to now, you can't see the coalition SOPs. And Sherrod got the nerve to say he wants the SOP. Now, look at this. Look at this. He's talking about books cooked. Now, it is so unimaginable for them, unfathomable for them. And I gotta watch my English, you know, because when you try to keep it layman for everybody, the false prophet and Norman Brown, they're taking me to task. You understand? So I said liar in the last broadcast. So the false prophet is holding me to that. And anyway, let me get back to my point. Sorry. So imagine an Afro-Guyanese in the PPP is excelling. Because you remember they say, well, it's not a black people party. They ain't like black people. Not no going for Afro-Guyanese in the party. Right? Afro-Guyanese is excelling. And sure, I got a problem with that. No, he's trying to pit the Attorney General, well, Anil Nandalal against Kwame Mukai, if you're talking them in the party setting, outside of the government setting. So you try to pit an Indian person against an Afro-Guyanese person in the PVP because the Afro-Guyanese person got more votes. And it is not showing what you have been saying, that this party is more favorable to Indians. I understand. I understand. So what if Minister McCoy garnered more support than the Attorney General? The point is they're both there. What's the issue? You understand? And it doesn't matter if Afro-Guyanese excel in the party. Once you're Afro-Guyanese and you're here, wrong, bad, everything terrible, rig elections, you understand? And these are the people who have the best the most credible history in relation to rigging elections. The most credible history. Anyway, like I said, congratulations to all the persons who were elected at the Congress. and I trust that you all will serve well. Now, let me come across to the false prophet, Nigel London, right? So somebody sent me a live Nigel did, and I felt special. He took some time to address me, so at least I know you're watching the program, Nai. So great to have you here, and I will continue to call you a false prophet because in my heart, that is what I believe you are, a false prophet. So unlike Christina and all the other persons that you mentioned in your life, I will be the first to say that, yes, I got the name of the bauxite company wrong. I said bauxite, and I think it was Dembo or the Demerara Bauxite Company or whatever it is, whoever it is that donate the pavilion. But the main point of my statement still stands, that the bauxite company built the pavilion. You understand? My main point still stand, brother. He spoke of the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport acquiring some grant to build the facility. And the fact that we got all this money circulating. You don't see other things doing. That's where the money going to. Because we care that going to all those Linden parents up there, right? All those roads and stuff getting built out in Linden, that's where the money is going to. And if we didn't have money 2015 to 2020, false prophet Nigel London, right? We couldn't depend on the PNC to go and beg for money, as you put it, beg for money to build the facility there, right? So he also spoke about the facility being for the members of the club there. Now, what Nigel London tried to make people believe is that there was no consultation. Now, this is a case where you have 1 and 2 members who trying to be difficult. So Nigel London and probably 2 or 3 other persons out of the whole Mackenzie Sports Club probably didn't agree with the upgrade for the facility. And because of that, he is saying that there was no consultation. I've spoken to members of that sports club who said they were at the consultation session with the ministry. And I'm asking Nigel London, since you're saying you're a man of principle, why didn't the PNC do this? Meet with your group to have that facility upgraded. He spoke of me, what? Something but handed, man, I get called all kind of names. But I don't mind because I call people names here. Like I'm calling you a false prophet Malatab. You understand? And personal attacks, calling my family name in his mouth. Your mother should kick you down the step, Nigel London. That is who should kick anybody down the longest flight of stairs or anywhere. What's the longest? Listen, take your mother to Moka and y'all take turns kicking each other down the steps, the 99 steps there at the Moka Falls. You and your mother, Nigel London. Since you calling my aunt's name in your mouth, I want to see what your children will come to be with an idiot like you at the helm of the family. You understand? So since we're getting personal, Nigel, I'll get personal with you. You can take your wife there too and roll her down the step. Since you know who's worthless, roll her worthless self down the step. You talking about people who got have internet connection? Catch yourself. You understand? Anyway, so what else he spoke about? Get into the boycott thing. I deal with everything. You understand? We get to the boycott thing. You understand? And thank you. Somebody's just informing me that the Mackenzie Sports Club is a bauxite company asset, which is a government asset. So no matter who running the sports club, it's still a government asset. It's still a government asset, false prophet, Nigel London. And I'm looking forward to your next live. So I'm saying to you, sir, I concede, I call the wrong name of the bauxite company. Right? Thank you, Mr. Fordyce, for giving me this information. Comrade from in Linden there. Recently elected to the Central Committee. Congratulations to you, sir. You understand? So, Nigel London, you could get away from here. Unlike Christina, I will not put out wrong information and not correct it. So, yes, sir. I said the wrong name. I said Bosai when it was the bauxite, Bemba, or whatever it is. My fault. But I maintain to you, Foresight, sorry. Foresight, sorry. Sorry. The false prophet messing with me. I still gonna look at the whole life. He too, I think, has an insurance policy at Assuria. You understand? Because like him, that nose is covered his whole face. But anyway, let me continue. So he spoke about why this man touched on so much things. I was so frustrated last night. I didn't even decide to make no notes. But my point is, he spoke about the fact that, well, let me jump across to the boycott and come back to this ground. Oh, sorry. I don't remember. So he spoke that I stepped away from my handlers narrative, and they will hold me in a corner and slap me up for letting people know that the ground at the Mackenzie Sports Club will be of ICC standard. Right? Now, all I'm saying to you, Nigel London, that is known. That is known. Nobody hid that from anybody. You understand? And I'd like to ask him, because he claims that this is an admission that no other sport or sport discipline will be played at the ground. Now, let me ask this false prophet idiot something. Because your head big, but like it really empty. I really feel you got half the load of sand that they drudge out to the Stabrook Market gutters in your brain and the other half in Alfred Mentor brain. You understand me? I really think so. 1 second, guys. No, he's claiming that I reveal only cricket is going to be played there. I'm asking y'all here. The Guyana National Stadium. The Guyana National Stadium at Providence. Anybody in this world, anybody in Guyana ever went to see football on the pitch there, that cricket ground? Anybody, just anybody here? Because apparently the National Stadium, they don't have international cricket there. International cricket is not played on that at that facility. On the East Bank there, where the bridge about the new harbor bridge about the New Demerara River crossing about to touchdown. Is that not an ICC facility? Big head, false prophet that should take his whole family and kick them down the mucka step. You calling my aunt's name? My aunt never mentioned she don't associate with idiots like you. She used to associate with the PNC. And how dare you call her name, when the PNC treat her like trash? You didn't know what to do, she? You calling my aunt's name in your mouth? This man sat on his life. This man sat on, Rihanna Juman morning to you. This man sat on his life and says he doesn't represent a political party, and the idiot has a logo. Right to this Livewire logo there. Right to this Livewire logo there. Right? He has the logo of his political party. He don't support political party. false prophet, I think you should stay in church. You should stay in church. So again, I'm conceding I called the wrong name of the bauxite company. But in relation to the ground and the issue at hand, I am standing my ground, sir. So you run your big head through a wall or something if it didn't make sense to you. Or you look at this life now and update yourself, sir. Right, false prophet? Mind you, you said that I am claiming that you're defending Mark Benchcock. Idiot. Look at the whole life. You'd have heard when you said in your life that I would never support Mark Benchcock as a partner. I said that's the best thing he could have probably said. Because I think anybody who's supporting Mark Benchcock really don't have anything to do. They really need to find a new outlook on life. You understand me? Mark Benchcock, the jailhouse preacher, and the false prophet. The two of y'all go hand in hand. Aubrey Norton's that's why not this internet. The two of y'all should jump in Aubrey Norton's sack and operate as his sons. You understand? Listen, let me go to the boycott thing. Now, if y'all remember, I clearly said the vice president doesn't call for a boycott of people's business. Kaieteur News habitually spreads false, misleading information. So, just like the mayor of Georgetown said to Councillor Jacobs, apples and oranges, that is what I said on my program. Apples and oranges. You cannot equate the boycott that the false prophet showed that the general secretary and vice president for the country spoke to in previous times. So what Mark Benchcock doing to these regular citizens operating in the diaspora. Now, Pam isn't baking any bread and putting the wrong price for the airplanes inside. Pam is making cheese roll, and the cheese roll telling the people when they buy it, they're going to get a tsunami in the country because of oil drilling. You understand me? That is what the Kaieteur News does. Pam doesn't have to retract her cheese roll or she pine tart or she patty when she done buy it and she done bake it and put it to sell. She ain't got to retract it. So that is the difference. Pam is not going out on a daily basis. Pam Hills, whoever, Lynette, Linda, whoever they boycotting. Those persons are not on a daily basis baking a PNC bread or a PVP bread or nothing like that. They didn't take a political side. Kaieteur News, on the other hand, gets into political things, spreads wrong information. Glenn Lawler's cap. You remember when Glenn Lawler walking from Springland to Helpet for some stupidness? Y'all remember the photos of Glenn Lawler campaigning in the regions and the people bottom house and thing? So how could Nigel London totally disregard all that surrounds Kaieteur News? He even spoke about the Guyana Press Association and how they come out and talk about the vice president and he boycotting and asking for boycott. Why hasn't the Press Association come out and talk about Kaieteur News and all the wrong information that they've released to the public on a daily basis? Look how much retractions for this year only Kaieteur News had. Even the Vincent Adams, the former head of the EPA, make them had to retract something the other day because they said the man said that they're going to get tsunami with the drilling, which in the mass he is not like that. So Nigel, false prophet, because like your head just big and empty. Well, it can't be empty, a lot of big words. So it got something in it. But people that say, so will they say what book sense and common sense, or common sense ain't too common or something? You like the madman in town who got all the big English. I think you were some maths teacher at UG or something. We might see you like that pretty soon because you little too bright for your own good. Because you know everything. You got the solution for everything. But here was the issue, false prophet. Nobody wants you to lead. Not even in opposition. Not even in opposition. Not even in council. None of them want you to lead. Yeah, listen, I was supposed to go to his page because usually, let me check. Yeah, I ain't gonna bother with you and the thing. But this guy, let me check and make sure before he do another like another. Right? But Nigel, you got tens of thousands of followers on YouTube. Thank you for introducing them to me. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you for introducing them to me. You understand? Thank you for introducing them to me. Let me see how much followers he got. Nigel London TV. Man, 6,800 and probably 20 followers. Or, come on, Nigel. Come on. So let me get back to my point I was making. Nigel, look at the Sioux incident recently. Look at this Sioux incident. You could tell me a reporter in this country right now in know what Sioux look like? With all the publicity Sioux get when the Vice News thing and all the stupidness going on? And even if you try to tell me, right, that, okay, this reporter go to event, see somebody they allegedly think is Sioux, take a photo of the person, show it to the editor. I don't know if Nigel Hines is still, Nigel McKenzie is still there. I heard Adam Harris went back, right? But this go through an editor-in-chief. This go through the layout people. This go through the proofreaders. And nobody in catch this? That this is not so? You understand me? And Nigel London want to know if I never hear Jalio boycotting business. Have you ever heard the Vice President or General Secretary of the PVP tell supporters, non-supporters, Guyanese in the diaspora, anybody to boycott anybody that the opposition visit, whether the Indian, African, Amerindian, or anything like that? That is why I'm saying to you, false prophet, the two are not the same. Pam and Steve, Linda, Hill's restaurant are not actively engaged in spreading propaganda. Right? They're just running a normal, but they're involved in politics. Mark Benchcop Radio is involved in politics. It's a political organ of the PNC. That's where they put out the information, Nigel London. If you're too stupid enough to recognize that. You're too stupid to recognize that. Tadpole, lizard, snail, all them things I'm calling you. Rat, jaggerbat, trench crapo, Nigel London, false prophet. I could call names of insects. You cockroach, Nigel London, you. If you hear thing, Nigel call me. You dung beetle, Nigel London. You're a dung beetle. Your head look like the body of a dung beetle. You're the leader of the dung beetles. You understand? Because you be rolling feces all around the place trying to spread it to people, telling them nonsense. So again, it is completely different. Again, it's completely different. I gotta stop ponging this. I know where. Right? Again, it's completely different. When Dr. Jagio speaks to, oh, my boy holler, what thesis did Jagio write or defend? Which one you write or defend? You won't get a regular doctorate, you won't get an honorary doctorate, you won't get a doctorate for a weekend, nothing. Nothing you won't get. And you worrying what people get. Stop watching in people's house. Who in your house got a doctorate, honorary, or whatever? At least we got to call Mark like Dr. Mark like. Upgrade yourself, man. Bloody hell. What's wrong with you? Huh? You earthworm, you. You slug. Like a booger, you pick out your nose and flick on the wall. Leave it to dry and fall off. Nigel London, false prophet. And don't worry with Norman Brown, you know. Norman Brown, you see the tendencies coming out. Now, in Norman Brown, he posts his beer BT and licking and all kind of thing he talking about. I'm sorry to get so worthless with y'all on this program today. But I am just showing you how these people stay. So the first thing is either race, some kind of homosexuality, or some stupidness going on over there. I like girls. Norman, girls. So please, don't involve me in your nonsense. Who licking who BT and gross. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? And I'm saying, Norman, the prophet is false. The apostle is false. He's a false, fake prophet. And if the Guyana Press Association talking by anything but boycott, they should talk about Culture News and all the retractions that they had to print. They should de-recognize Culture News and its reporters as members. Look at that young lady with the Sue incident. I keep bringing it up because it's the most recent. That is the same young lady who go to the press conference and asking the vice president about tsunami and tsunami and tsunami. Man, get away from here. Morning to Mr. Iringwar joining us on the live. Right? So, Nigel London, I don't want to hear anything from you, sir. And all those names you call me on your live, I don't care. I'm still standing by my point, sir. Pam and Steve Bakery, Linda's Hills, they cannot be compared to the Culture News. The Culture News does willingly mislead people, knowingly mislead people on a daily basis. Pam, Steve, Linda's Hill never do a retraction. I'm probably sure they never get up in a food poisoning suit or nothing of the sort. You understand? To warrant that kind of foolishness. So, Nigel London, comrade false prophet, at the end of the day, I remind you that despite all the knowledge you have, everything that you claim to know about and all the solutions and all the, you understand, I think this man is the definition of a narcissist. He too the self-importance of him, right? And Nigel, I'm saying to you, despite all your ideas, all your lives, the people still don't want you to lead. They rather leave it in the hands of a Solomon Sharma than put you there, sir. Right? They rather leave it in the hands of a sickly Solomon Sharma than to give it to you to run. Now, the false prophet speaks of principle, and he's a principled man and principle and principle. How could you be principled when you're appearing on a program with a woman who has violated the rules of her very union to speak on union matters? How is that principled, sir? You're a hypocrite. You go on Coretta McDonald program, claim to be so righteous and care about principle, as you put it. Why didn't you ask Coretta McDonald, why are you still functioning as General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union? This is in violation of your constitution or your rules. Since you know all the rules and what should be and what the constitution provides and what it doesn't provide for, her constitution speaks specifically for that, to that. And you have ignored that on many occasions and appeared on Coretta McDonald's program. While she is, I still think she's the General Secretary of the GTU. Clearly flouting the rules. But you ain't noticed that. You ain't noticed that. You notice everything going on bad with the government and this and that and stuff and stuff and stuff. Nice in London. Thank you for sharing me with your viewers. Hopefully some of them come over here and listen to what I have to say. And at the end of the day, this government will do what the last government could not do. And mind you, sorry, let me touch this point. So he says that I said the coalition government didn't do anything for the ground 2015 to 2020. That's true. And then he will say that the ground pre-2015 ain't get no help and them kind of thing. The pool pre-2015, the pool is still functioning. People are still hosting events there and stuff. And as members, as you say, y'all are the Mackenzie Sports Club members. We all do the membership money. Why y'all didn't upgrade the ground? Why y'all didn't upgrade the ground? Why y'all didn't do nothing? Sir, false prophet. You said you're a member and you pay your dues yearly, all one time for the year. Right? Why haven't you suggested they do something for the ground? He even went on his program and lied again. The lying apostle. I want to say liar because he can hold on to that. The lying apostle went on his program again and claimed Kashif and Shanghai used to use the place, make millions of dollars and then do nothing. And then do nothing. Well, he knows that is completely untrue. Y'all were here on the program when they had Lennox Gaspar, Colin Aaron, and Kashif Mohammed himself talking about the proposals that were submitted and all the hurdles they had to jump through when they wanted to upgrade the facility because the Kashif and Shanghai football competition was outgrowing the facility. So how you could say Kashif and Shanghai didn't want to invest in that facility? And y'all would remember the show. I having a set of blackout issue. I think Lennox Casper carried the program that day. Colin Aaron sent me all the documents, the drawings, everything. And matter of fact, I'm going to have him send it back to me and present it here to y'all tomorrow. All the drawings of what Kashif and Shanghai wanted to do with that place. And y'all, Mackenzie Sports Club members, make sure it didn't happen. Then, when Kashif had to move his event out of Linden, because the event is big, people are coming from the Caribbean, football is a big thing. You hear it's to stifle Linden and it's to do this and it's to do that. I was supposed to show y'all this. Look how these flapping people, dishonest. The man tell me, critic is me role model. Man, sometimes mark us up like critic. How is that me making critic my role model? I realize when I hit this desk, this thing going on. I gotta stop poking the desk. But yeah, how does that mean critic is my role model? Where you get it from? Where you get it from? This guy is such a weirdo. So this is what I was talking about with the young lady. Y'all remember this? This man, he looked nothing like Sue. Just him sitting there, you could tell this man taller than Sue. Face, hair, nothing like Sue. Now look at this post here. Right? Mark Benchcock. Rick Ross in Guyana. I can't read that. Let me pull it up in here. I can't see that. It's my computer. Anyway, just a second. Look at this here. Rick Ross in Guyana without police protection. Time to vote out the wicked, corrupt, vindictive, and racist installed regime, PVP regime out the place. This is a photo of Rick Ross arriving at 𝒐𝒊𝒔𝒆𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎 International Airport. Where the police was supposed to meet Rick Ross? Were on the tarmac or at the airport we get on the plane? Where they supposed to meet him? Right? Rick Ross and Guyana without police protection. So let me go to outside the airport. Right? And this is what surprised me. I said, what? Me know, but I don't know who's a promoter. I'm figuring it's somebody from Linden. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I said, what? Plenty of people got money by look Land Cruiser in the park up here. But lo and behold, when you look at the front of the Land Cruisers there, right, at the 𝒐𝒊𝒔𝒆𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎 International Airport, there is a police car. Or this is some new security service bench cap open. This is not the police. Anybody remember Burna Boy coming into the country? Burna Boy come off a private jet with the people chips in. With the police being, how the police getting on the jet? He got to come out into Guyana space, man. He got to come out into Guyana space. He can get security was the issue. Yeah, I see you, Pandit. I see you. I see you, Pandit Sharma. Right? But I took some time to speak to the false prophet, Nigel London. Right? And Nigel, despite how you feel, despite the propaganda you spread, the government will continue to work in Linden. Just like they've been working in Region 7, just like they've been working in Region 9, Region 1, Region 3, Region 2, Region 6, Region 5, Region 4. They're going to work everywhere. They will work everywhere. And Guyanese will continue to see growth and development under the leadership of a PVPC administration. You know who can probably never lead this country? Not even in opposition? The People's Movement. Your party. You understand? The coalition even want to take you in, brother. The coalition even want to take you in. Listen, if you own congregation, they want to vote for you to become a councillor. That says a lot about you. You know, people tell me I'm aggressive. I just want to know, like, what they think about you. You are so. It's like once you don't agree with Nigel London and people like Nigel London. I saw Eunice Raghuber made a comment here earlier, right? Nigel London said on the live, he's not a black person. He's Hebrew or something of that sort. So the people he defended, he don't even like see himself as one of them. Y'all realize how dire the situation dire? Nigel London don't even see himself as one of the people he representing. And you notice how vicious they get when they attacking an Afro-Guyanese. I spoke of this last week. So, and the vice president spoke about it at his press conference. Across this country, they got thousands of contractors, right? And out of those thousands of contractors, they must have some that don't finish the projects on time. whether it be shortage of material, they own bad management, whatever it is. But you notice when the PNC and the acolytes sinking in the teeth, when is Afro-Guyanese involved? Right? When is Afro-Guyanese involved? So they're going to talk about an Indian contractor, but they're going to go in hard on him. Oh, look, friends, family, favorite, they're done. But when it's an Afro-Guyanese contractor, look at this house slave. Yeah, lick Barrett BT and all kind of shit in this attack. You understand? They go overboard. They go overboard when it's Afro-Guyanese involved. And these are the people who have the interest of Afro-Guyanese at heart. I beg to differ. Y'all got to show me something different. You understand? Y'all got to show me something different. And Richard Stanslas, even if Rickford Burke said the PVP paid Afro-Guyanese to attend Congress, let me show me the receipts. Since he know. He's the next one. I see he brother or somebody come out. I gotta look at the video. I feel like I look at that today. He brother come out saying something about it. Right? Once you don't agree, once you're not on the PNC bandwagon, you're in trouble. But guess what? False prophet. You buy able. I like the back. I like the engagement. I like the engagement. So I like that you make the live. Look, I make back one with you. You talk about my family. You go and ask the PNC how they treat Sandra Jones in her last days. You go and ask them how they treat Sandra Jones, their GCOM commissioner. Right? Sandra Jones told you, since you and her were so good and you know her so well, did Sandra Jones tell you that SV Jones Associates oversee the Congress where they had the big shooting up? She tell you actually went on in there and what Granger and them they doing? Since y'all were so good, you calling my aunt name, you bye. Lil bye. Don't you ever mention my aunt's name in your mouth. You understand me? Don't you ever do it. Because she gave her life to the PNC. And what they give her? Shaft, like what they got in Mario. Long and curved. You understand me? That is what she got. That is what she got. And y'all still impatient for some of them projects that you give. She tell me all what she did. All the story. All the story. What happened at the Congress when they had the shooting with Granger? You understand me? All the story she told me. Were you there, Nigel London, wretch, when Father Lawrence and a whole team, but 4 or 5 vehicles, block up my auntie yard, claiming they can give her all this support, all this thing when she's sick? False prophet. You didn't even come and pray for she. You know she's so good. You're wretch. You could talk about my aunt. Up to now, false prophet. Not one nurse, a bag of saline, nothing. Nothing she got from them. I run myself broke looking after she. So you could never mention my aunt name in your mouth. You talk about your wife and your mother and your stupid children. That's what you need to do. Don't you ever do that again, sir. You hear me? And listen, I don't care what karate he know Tulsi Ram. This is not the age of flying punches and kicks. People don't do that anymore. Well, they do. But you could try that. He could try that. You understand? And I'm saying to people, I didn't talk about Nigel London's family first. Nigel London mentioned my aunt, Sandra Jones, deceased. You understand me? How she turned in she grave and she should kick me down some flight of steps and all kind of nonsense. You want to kick your mother down the step, Nigel. You understand? If she dead, you resurrect her, you kick her down the step. The hell wrong with you? You know all the things the PNC put you through? Nigel, please hold your corner, sir. I was basically pointing out the difference between Pam and Steve Linders and them and Courdel Jones. And at the end of the day, you can never show anybody saying the vice president, Dr. Barjadio, say boycott the business because they talk bad about the PPP. You can never see that or show that. You can show Courdel Jones who's spreading misinformation that he must say, hey, don't support this. These people literally lying. They got to retract. You count all the retractions to 2024, just to 2024 in Courdel Jones. And you call the Guyana Press Association, you tell them sanction Courdel Jones to that first before they speak out about boycotting anything. You call them. Because whilst they should stand up for media houses, they should make sure that the media houses got integrity in relation to the information that they're putting out. Wretch, Nigel London. And talking about thesis and doctorates and whatnot. What you accomplish? You want to see people credential. What you accomplish? You open up a church, I think you drive a canter or something. What you accomplish? All these people name you calling in higher office than you. Every single one. Sandra Jones, higher office than you. Irfan Ali, Barrett Jagdio. Who else name is called? Everybody you talking accomplish more than you. Whether you think they went to IFLOT University or not, they still accomplish more than you. Right? You can't even make it to be a counselor in your community. That means the people in the community don't like you. The people in the community don't like you. Sorry, community. Now watch me English. He can lament on those fine things. The people in the community don't like you. So they didn't even vote for you at LG to say, oh, at least he represent this area that he living in. You understand, Nigel? False prophet. I was going to comment on your attendance at church, but I didn't get to pull up the video. Okay, no, I see one here from 2 weeks ago. And look at the difference. Well, you can't see, but I'm seeing here. People are more interested in your BS that you're spewing on political matters than the actual, the word of God that you're putting out. So all his political topics, thousands of views, and the church service, 200 and something. Now, the point I wanted to make here, you are like the other PNC people that don't turn the camera on the crowd. You understand? So it could technically be that you might be preaching to yourself. A night of worship and song. Okay, no, that's not a regular church service. Let me check. Because he's streaming church service, them live, man. Let me check to see what it is, what the attendance is like, because I feel like, okay, good. So this one is from 3 weeks ago, and like the church services, them don't even, it's not like a bottom house cake shop operation. So you ain't even got a proper church. I'm gonna show you. That's why nobody vote for you. You don't got no congregation. You don't got no congregation. Look at these people. So he at church preaching, right? It's like I buy out all the tickets, see church show, and he preach it to himself. Y'all watch this. See. Look at this. This is how these banner. Oh, God. Computer, please stop it. Thank you. Let me go and watch one of these services here. Right? This is We Buy 99. The false prophet 99. Right? Now this broadcast is an hour and 13 minutes, 29 seconds. Now for the entire broadcast, I just started back from the beginning here. And we're going to run through the entire broadcast. It on he. You can't see nobody in the church, you know. It probably is just he, his wife, his children, and probably mother that he going to kick down Mocha 99 steps. You understand? Who is there? Who is there? Look at this. I'm going to run through it. You're seeing it in the background. The camera never pans to the crowd. Let me go back a little bit. You adjust the camera there a little bit. But it never pans to the crowd. The congregation, I should say. It never pans. It looked like it pan in there just now. Never pans to the congregation. We going up and we come on the side. You're there. You come on the side there. Right? It never pans to the congregation. We don't know who's there. Nigel, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? This is why you couldn't win a seat. You ain't even got people in your church that willing to vote for you. People in your church don't even want to vote for you, brother. It's sticky. My goodness. Anyway, false prophet. I will wait. I will await your response. And we could go tit for tat again. Tit for tat, sir. I am able with you. I am able with you. And again, I maintain the vice president, the general secretary for the PPP, has never called for persons to boycott any business based on Granger or any minister of the former administration visiting them. And that is the difference, right? Boycott Kaichur for lying to people. The lie about the plane, the lie about Sue, the lie about the tsunami, the lie about everything, buddy. And Kosi said we going Niger London Church Sunday. We should try. Hey, this boy that set me up, you know. We would, and Kosi depend on people. And Kosi said we should go Niger London Church Sunday. I feel like we're going to Linden Sunday, you know. I feel like we're going to Linden Sunday, you know. What y'all think in the comments? Let me know. Should we visit Niger London Church? Should we? And Kosi just put me in problems. This boy. Why you put it in my head now, brother? Oh my goodness. But hey, at least you can got two people. And we can throw some collection. And you can get a little break. You understand? We can get a little break. But Nigel, thank you again for introducing your followers to me. Right? I am happy. Even my numbers on this live, they're up. They're higher than usual. So thank you again. Thank you. Yeah. Right. But I maintain to y'all the PPP. Sorry. I maintain the PPP Congress was successful. And we await to see what will be the outcome of the PNC Congress. And we have heard already of the CPU disappearing and all sorts of stuff. And Aubrey Norton was dealt a rough card. I played this video for y'all a little earlier. I can keep it silent, so at least y'all can know the video we're talking about. We're hearing his delegates had to walk out of the Congress because of shooting and that kind of thing. So now that Aubrey's in charge, I'm wondering if he's going to pull the same card like Granger, but without the guns, because apparently Aubrey is not a fan of guns. But he might be moving to a more technologically advanced way of rigging elections, actually manipulating the voters list. So I guess that is why the CPU disappeared. And you know, he's trying to find a credible list that will support him, which is just he, Sherman Holder, Elizabeth, Vince Wright Jordan. You can't even say Dan Hastings. Dan Hastings is Team Risedale. You goose cook, brother. Hey, you know what's funny in this video? This man in the background, we might be the cook up. Watch he. Look. Listen, it's funny. Anyway, guys, I get it out of here. Y'all have a productive day, right? According to what the apostle do, I'll have some persons from the Kashif and Shanghai organization, and probably have some members of the Mackenzie Sports Club come here and talk about the consultation that the false prophet, the lying apostle Nigel London claims didn't happen. You understand? The lying apostle. So I'm still calling you a blasted liar, sir. And you could play this back on your program again and bring some more people to my life. I'm glad. Right? So if you misunderstood the last live, and that was the reason you thought the stupidness you talked the other night, you snail, tadpole, earthworm, dung beetle. What's another bug I know? Oh man, some of y'all help me out with some insect names now, please. So I could call Nigel London before I go, please. Some insect names that I didn't call. And not respectable insects that, you know, have a good role in society, like ladybugs and everything. I want the worst of the worst. Your maggot. Yes. Yes, Nigel. I called you a maggot. I did. Right? I did. Tracy sent me picture. Tracy sending me voice note instead she sent me my photo. Tracy, I don't want to hear it. Your mosquito, your cockroach, Nigel London. You rat. Nigel London is a rat bat. Look. Oh my goodness. Y'all is trouble. Anyway, guys, I headed out to here. Y'all take care. Be good, Guyanese. Despite Nigel London doesn't like it, we working towards one Guyana. One people, one nation, one destiny. One Guyana. That's what it means, Nigel. We're bringing it together. You understand? Okay, he like that tonight, you know. When you hear one guy and then the bite just get wild. You understand? He just get wild. He bumps this race. This was somebody tell me. I know which bumps, but it's race. Right? Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go with this one. Y'all watch out for the false prophets, the false preachers, and all those people out there trying to mislead you. Me and 𝒄𝒐𝒑𝒚𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 let's hear the word of the Hebrew. Not the African Guyanese from Linden. The Hebrew. And y'all look back at his life. He says it himself. He says it himself. He's not an African guy. He's not African. He's Hebrew. So don't think he representing y'all. And if you're standing on principle, you tell Coretta McDonald to resign from the general secretary position of the GTU. Other than that, get away from here. Right? Other than that, you get away from here. So people, y'all have a productive day. Y'all be good Guyanese and look out for those false preachers out there. Look out for people like Nigel London, Rickford Bork, Mark Benchcup, Sherrod Duncan, who will lie to you. Y'all here, I admit I made a mistake. I called the wrong name of the bauxite company. But I'm maintaining that Nigel London claimed that the ground itself was given to the sports club, which it was just a pavilion. The ground was, I can bring BL on to explain that. I can bring BL on. And probably Mr. Forsyth too. He seems to have a lot of knowledge about this thing. But watch out for the false preachers there. Be good Guyanese. I'll see you here tomorrow. Same time, same place. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
One thing, and then you turn around and contradict the same thing. preacher. Alright. False preacher. Alright. Hey, preacher man, I know you got something going on, boy. Why you gotta make a story when you know the Sunday coming down? You owe it to the people, so you should make them understand. There ain't no more milk and honey on the Golden River Bay. Using the Bible as your weapon, got the people in your hand, sitting waiting for a miracle, while your miracle happens every day. Hey, preacher man,